because he's the one that watches our streams most out of anyone. So
Yeah, it is true. That's actually No, I absolutely tune in.
yeah, sad.
Well, no, it's great for when I've already hit continue. You know, you can drop into the.
That's true. So never then.
Well, sparingly. Just be glad that I'm as slow as I am, or else I'll be watching your streams more.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather. Well, actually, no. Sorry, no, I'm not co-signing that. Be quicker. I'm not saying yes.
I almost got away with it too if it wasn't for these meddling kids. Unbelievable.
Well, we fell out at the end of last stream, so I think people are terrified that we are no longer friends.
Are they actually?
They hate each other.
Do we actually hate each other? No.
Yes.
I only hate people that have won more than 5 showdowns. So.
We are, of course, chat, waiting. We are waiting for the Champions League to tick over, which would be great.
Well, me and Ben bumped into a network game fan in the wild.
No. Tell the story properly.
Oh, okay. Come on. I need to hear this.
We were going into a pub.
Yeah.
We were looking for a seats at a pub, and someone comes up to Ben and goes, "Dr. Benji, can I have a photo?"
Honestly, one of the best.
I will say, didn't notice me. I was stood behind Ben, so I wasn't out to spot.
That's very so short.
It's true though.
His ego was radiating around me, though, viewers. So you can obviously see that. Jesus Christ.
So you got a picture with Ben. Well, no, I let them have their photo together.
No, you didn't. Right, I was there, and you're telling the story wrong. Well. So can I please do the story as it actually happened?
You had your photo together, and then we had a photo with the 3 of us.
What actually happened was he ran over, he went, Benji, mate, can I get a picture? I went,
Is this not what I said?
He went, I love the videos. I went, I don't make videos. And which obviously I do. It was just, I thought I'd throw him off early.
Good test.
And then as he's about to get a picture, he went, can I get a picture? I went, yeah, of course you can. Oh, by the way, I turned to my right. The spaces to my right, not behind me, to my right.
I was behind him.
No, you weren't. He went, yeah, well, I love the network game. I go, oh, he wish it was Kevin. He wishes it was Kevin.
Yeah, he did wish it was Kevin. He whispered in my ear that
then we took a 3-way picture outside a pub in London, a pub that we weren't able to get into.
Didn't get into. We should have asked the guy for the table that he had.
So Blanco's in my chat. He was there. Was my version Blanco correct, or was Jack's make-believe version correct? I mean,
but I think my version was correct.
Yeah.
Someone said, how's Ben getting recognized? This happens to us probably more than you would like. Than you would think.
Incredibly popular.
Yeah.
I know. Sorry, I know.
The
big dog
weird.
these days.
It's not weird. It's flattering. It's nice. I don't mind people coming up to me like in the right environment.
No, I think it's always cool because we're not famous enough that it would ever get annoying.
In the bathroom, then it's gonna be awkward.
Oh, well, depends on where in the bathroom.
Wait for me outside the bathroom if you want to do that. If you spot me,
don't wait for me outside any bathrooms. Thank you.
As if I've got the picture here. I hope. Let me remember the fella's name. I hope Jacob doesn't mind me sharing this with the group. But as you can see, me and Jacob are happily taking a picture, and then out of nowhere, we're at the space. Barges in.
Are you showing this on your stream?
Yeah. So as you can see, me and Jacob are already pals, and then Jack bursts in like, "Oh yeah, I'll be
you've got a
picture."
Jack puppet.
Why are you making Minecraft villager noises, Kev?
I'm deciding what to purchase.
I like how you said what and not who. It just tells me everything I need to know.
Things.
They're not human.
They're just footballers.
His relationship with his players. It's something of a, commodity, really.
Yeah.
See, chat, we're waiting for it to tick over so that we're like a Champions League team in the eyes of the world so that we can sign Erling Haaland. But while we're waiting for that, and we also need to be able to, I need to be able to ask for more transfer revenue retention because we're at only 55%, and I would like to take all of that $60 million and put it in my budget, please.
I'll bid 5.
Well, no, that 6.5 has been agreed, and that's the price.
Emi Buendia for only 6.5 million.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. I should probably keep him the more I look at this. I should potentially turn him into a central midfielder. He's only 26.
The streamer was telling you he was really good, and you were like, I don't need being told how to play the game. But he is very good.
I would never have said that. So, again, I'm going to need proof.
Just signed a 5-star potential youngster who's homegrown at Everton. How exciting.
Is it the one from me?
No. It's Thierry Small from Southampton.
Oh, he is quite good.
And just needs to sell people to buy and Emi Buendia's really definitely good. So I'm gonna get interested. I'm gonna get engaged in that. We'll see if we can just poach him away.
Who else can I buy from relegated?
Now there's 2 clubs
Tottenham?
interested. It's within my interest to up the price from 6.5 million, but not unreasonably so. Just see how much you do want him. And Z also made a noise as if to suggest that it was too cheap, the Emi Buendia transfer valuation. So for that reason, it's gone up to 8 million.
I'll keep my noises to myself.
He asked for £135,000 a week because he's seen how much Boris is on.
your whole club's in the mud now. Your whole club is in the mud.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
See, Jack, this is why Z and Shannon will always be superior. I accept, Mr. Shannon. Enjoy him. It'll be great for you.
Yeah, but you've broken Emi Buendia's promise.
Yeah, by selling him for more money, you'd be gutted.
Fornals agreed terms with Newcastle.
You overestimate the logic.
Ben just noticed that Erling Haaland's available for a transfer, and he just bid him up. He does not. He doesn't have that money. There's no way. He probably just did like an insane number of installments to get it up to 236. But that's literally who we are waiting to sign once it ticks over that we're Champions League, because he won't do a contract with Ben.
Now
I was right. This is the short version, but not by as much as I thought I was right. But overall, I was right. And Hector Herrera started 6 games for Atletico last year. That'd be the easiest way to do it, probably. Because like Salah, Mane, Son, Navas, Davis, amongst others. I could find the list if you want, but again, I'm not sure we care. Yeah, it's too high.
Does anyone want to sign Danny Ceballos when he arrives?
Joins me in January. He's quite good. Oh, we'll see. Ceballos. No.
He joins me in a week. I really don't.
I thought about it, but no.
I'll do a package deal with Pickford.
I want them both for nothing then. Again. See, I know it's gonna sound unreasonable, but
We need English lads, and this guy is a capable English lad that can play very competently as part of a back line.
pick one that you would know.
if you pick a player and you go, have they ever scored at Wembley, and you just don't know the answer?
Well, that says more about your knowledge, mate.
Upset.
I think I just feel sad.
Yeah, I get that.
Oh, look at Premier League signings of the season. Dolberg signing of the year. I've dabbed in celebration.
How is Moukoko not the signing of the year there?
Why can't I scroll on
Just
this?
not as good, you know. Dolberg took a very average team and made them better.
There's no Aston Villa players on that.
No,
side of the
why can't I scroll? Why is there not
3
scroll?
out of 5 for mine. I am great.
No, look, I didn't want to play. Look, the expectations now on Almada outrageous. In a way, I'm glad that I'm not on that. In a way, he's also going for Haaland, which seems just not a fair process. Oh, that's a fun start to my season. The fixture lists are in.
Oh, bloody hell, I've got Z and then Kev.
Oh, really? Wait, oh, yeah.
First two games.
First 2 games.
I start
delicious.
the season away to Leeds.
Yeah, I play all 3 of you in the first month.
Oh, that's fun. And then City just after that.
Oh,
I've got such an easy start to the season. This is going to be great.
Oh, I have a really nice balanced season. I really like the way this looks right now.
I do as well, actually. Well, what you're not factoring for Z is your Champions League games.
What I meant is, like league-wise, I do have a very balanced season. I get a good team every few matches.
I also play Wolves on the last day of the season in a title decider.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yes, you do.
Oh, and we get that at home. Oh, that's spicy.
The odds make for grim reading when you consider Newcastle.
Hey, I fit in registration. Would you look at that?
Newcastle are higher than all of us, although it's similar.
I did not expect to fit into registration. Our first team totally fits into registration right now.
Offer's gone in for Kane. We've all re-entered for Harry Kane. I feel like none of us get him by the end of this. I stand by that. I
think it'll be brilliant if he stays there.
Yeah, I do as well, really. I'll be fascinated to see how he does.
Zealand's not wasting his time on Kane because he's signing Haaland.
Yeah, but he's not actually going to get Haaland, surely.
He's a Champions League team now.
Yeah, but that's still super hard.
If he's got the money to sign him, I'm baffled. But how much should I try and push Spurs to?
He was berating the contestants on Bargain Hunt.
Had you met him at this point?
No, it was at the event by chance with my grandparents. And he was like, literally, he was being a very big diva. And we were like, because what you don't see when they're doing Bargain Hunt is like cleared around the edge is basically loads of people just watching it be filmed.
Right, yeah.
As natural as it looks.
So he's looking at memes on his streams and not saying anything. Zealand?
Yeah, are you reading the meme?
A niche piece of British culture, Jack versus Ben, Zealand. Is that your? Can you pull that face for me? I'm sort of waiting, but I'm looking forward to it. That is perfect. That's what I was looking for, really.
Thank you. Yep.
Excellent.
Glad I can help.
Really good. Really good. Not allowed on. Someone pointed out actually we don't really talk about football on this stream. We never talk about football ever, really. It's a very non-football based.
All the time.
No, but we don't actually talk about like real life football amongst the four of us. Jack put it down to the fact that Kev doesn't know about it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sorry, that might be it. I don't know.
I haven't watched a non-Peterborough football match for several months.
You have. You're a big Arsenal fan.
I haven't watched them for a little while though. I've been busy.
Oh.
Dude, that wage demand. Holy Moses, dude. 30 million a year. FA Cup, 2.4 million if we win the FA Cup, and Champions League, 2.4 million if we make the first knockout round. EFL Cup's just over the line right there, but yeah, let's feel that out. Just a little off. Just a little off. Yeah, I don't think we can swing the like super duper world class wage there because that was all the bonuses I could put in.
When I get a contract of the line, it's probably about to blow up. Does it blow up? It did blow up.
Harry Kane wants $30 million a year. Care to elaborate on that? What
they're not on Matt's authorized purchase list. I don't think.
In my managerial career right now, I'm just waiting for a date at this point. It's like I'm playing in real time in a way. Like,
oh, Jack's looking at polygons. Brilliant.
I've hit continue.
Well, you haven't, according to this. Oh no, it's Zealand now. It was you.
All right, let's see if we can get Bastoni. Because Bastoni would be a coup d'etat if we could get him in. An absolute coup. Just a pure world-class center back. This is what we're trying to sign as this club. I'm concerned we might not be able to offer him the appropriate wage. I'm going to cut that to 10. I could totally see them being like, oh no, they're okay with that. Okay. It's a pretty incentive-laden deal, but I'm always a big fan of incentive-laden deals. Let's see if we can negotiate a contract.
I've got a friendly scheduled with Howkin and Flint Mountain. Oh no, it initially said it was at 0 hours, but it's now changed to 7:30.
That's a shame. Freaking Mario Hermoso's actually on the transfer list. For 13 million. Oh, but that wage. Oh my heavens me, that wage. I mean, let's check, okay? Said 13.5 million's the transfer asking price for Mario Hermoso. Well, let's check. So apparently we can't sign the actual world-class center backs yet, even though we're in the Champions League, which stinks, obviously. Now, see, the thing is we already have good center backs. Willy Bali and Benoit Badiashile are already good. They're at the level of a Gavardiol. We're looking for better, right? We're looking for better than that. Hermoso could be that. We did get a fairly reasonable wage negotiated, but I honestly think like Willy Bali and Benoit Badiashile are better than Mario Hermoso.
I forgot they put it down. It's all right because Billy Gilmore's joined on loan, so we're back just like that. That was almost instant. We were in the mud and now we're back. And Douglas Luiz was on a lot more money, so.
Why am I not on the favoured personnel list yet? Unacceptable.
Signing him because I think I'll be able to sell this guy for like 30 million next year. That's why we're signing him. All right, we are officially accepting the deal for Matias Arezzo, 60 million to West Ham.
What's everyone's expectations from the board for this season? Mine are top half.
Mine is top half. Be competitive in the Champions League, finish in the top half, all the good stuff.
Yeah, big meaty men.
Yeah.
Big man.
My favourite kind.
We'll see if he's actually any good for me. I'm hopeful. That's all I can be. Woo-hoo.
I have always liked Musa Wage, man.
Mate, Gravenberch is bloody good, isn't he? He's like Bellingham.
I can sign Bellingham, that's a good idea. I need a midfielder. Bellingham.
Kev, you are just a unique individual.
I'm his scout. That's what annoys me.
He wants to go to Liverpool.
Oh, I can sign Bellingham. No, he's good.
I'm
I hope
hired
he
as
means the City.
I've been hired as Kev scout and I had no idea this was really happening.
So I've realized that I still can't convince the best players in the world to come, so I'm just going to build a nice deep team that fits into my registration. That's my new plan.
See, surely Southampton players can't be happy.
Don't have room in the team for Ward-Prowse.
They've got Mitchie as well.
I feel like you of all people, you should always have room in the team for WordPress.
No, that would mean dropping Oliver Skip, and that would never do.
I understand completely. Wage just joined a new club. Patrick DePaula wants regular starter. Kajust wants important player. Don't like that. So maybe just have to make sure that the 9.5 is aight. Patrick DePaula, impact player to regular starter. I have a feeling he's going to have an issue with this. So what we're going to do is literally build him the pathway, which would be regular starter and then important player after that. I am kind of surprised that worked, but at the same time, very over the moon. This dude is just better than Nicholas Savold, roughly the same age, and we could flip Savold out and bring in Patrick DePaula and just improve the team. They come in at 30,000 apiece. Thank you. And a $4 million contract to bring Patrick, the most balanced midfielder in the history of the sport, DePaula, into the team. He can play every midfield position that we want on the team, and he is so balanced. He loves big matches, and everybody on the team speaks Portuguese, so it just makes complete sense. Kajust was somebody that we also were interested in because he's just not as balanced as my boy DePaula, though, and he wants more money. We wanted to see what like playing time and stuff these guys would want, and Jens Kajust is just a little bit more money, and the thing is, the value is there. Like, I'd love to sign him and then sell him, but I'm not going to do that.
Jin. So the question.
Yeah, we got Podence for 9 million. So a decent chunk of change to put in the balance. We also move his pretty sizable wage and his demands for playing time. We move him on, ultimatums out to Atalanta and Fiorentina, but Bournemouth absolutely have the money to pay his wage and bring him in, and he'll be an important player there. We just got to make sure we don't anger them too much. We're getting rid of 2 Portuguese players. But we signed so many Portuguese players over the last couple of years, I can't imagine the board would get upset with us.
It's really fast. You don't need to know he's 18 out of 20 fast. Just, he's really fast. That's enough information.
But do you think as a snapshot that's harder?
You're like playing poker hands when you go into a match. Like, you can play the best tactic possible and have the odds weighed in your favor, but you can still not win. just like
Someone in my chat
poker.
just said the little polygon thing. That'd be fine. You don't need the numbers. Just have that.
That deal is so good, dude. That deal is so good. I love Gedson Fernandez.
In non-league to legend, I've won the league at Norwich, then immediately went and won the league at Real Madrid. Now I'm doing really well at Dortmund, and it's like, well, I go from club to club to club, and I'm not failing anywhere. So I either have to deliberately manage a club that's not realistic. I'm gonna win the league within a year or two, and I'm probably gonna win the Champions League within a year or two. And it's kind of inevitable. So I think from a content point of view, it would be better if the game was harder.
Unquote, too easy.
I mean, the issue, I mean, it's tricky, right? Like, I'm doing a save at the moment with Socio.
It's an interesting conversation. I hope people are enjoying the chat. There's not really a right answer. None of us are right in this, but like we obviously all have different views on it. It's interesting.
I think the other, then it's like they can't be that powerful, otherwise people who don't use them would just struggle.
Well, that's the important thing. There's a difference between making the game harder and making it take longer. I don't want it to take longer. I want it to be
Experience more realistic and more fun.
I think
So the question for us that we can't answer, and we're not saying we know the answer, is why haven't they?
And if they want us to come in and fix it, we are available at a certain price. We'll come down, we'll fix it for you.
It's funny because I think the conversation we're having now is that we've probably had privately before amongst ourselves. I definitely have with different creators. But
we're adding in an Iron Man mode where you can't save the game other than after matches, and it saves during matches, so you can't possibly save scum within a match. So there's just infinite math that goes into it all in terms of whether or not a player scores finishing.
Just say math.
I did say math. But basically, more and more popular for like 5 years. There is a large portion of people who discovered the game. Like, I feel like the notion of watching and consuming content around games, use the word fundamental again. Football Manager is a game that's built on a single player experience, right? And so that's always going to be the bread and butter of that portion of the Football Manager community, engaging multiplayer. Like, they share so much of the fundamental code with one another that it's a case of like when the match engine gets updated for one, the same match engine exists in the other, right?
Yeah.
So does that extend to multiplayer where you look at it and go, well, we've got this massive group of Xbox people, loads of them are playing online with their friends. What can we do to improve their experience?
With online, like, to me, if someone said to me, what's the biggest issue with online? Like, there's loads of things I could pinpoint, but the number one issue with online is that they can't use us to promote it. And that is their biggest issue.
I do think that is a big issue for them.
It needs to have an established audience which justifies the cost. And so as a result, you're in this weird...
Loves the club.
Huge online successes. And the idea, and I've always had, I've talked about this with all of you before, the idea of how do I beat my friend at this thing is not a thing in Football Manager, but absolutely would be. It's why, like...
I think the tricky thing for like Football Manager just fundamentally is like, you can do everything optimally and still lose. And when it comes to multiplayer games, like, people don't like that feeling they've been cheated out of it. But the issue with multiplayer games is there has to be a loser in a 1v1 game. And so how do you, I might on average say win 70% of the matches? There's still that 30% of games where I've done everything I could right within my perception.
What do we think Football Manager looks like in 5 years? And that's very much what we think it will like, what do we think it will look like? How different will it look from now to 2027? Will it be dramatically different, or will it be pretty, like, again, the only thing we can compare it to, well, what was it like in 2017? Like, will it be a reason? Will it look slightly different? Will the colors be slightly different? But ultimately, it'll be the same game.
I hope that it will have taken larger steps towards multiplayer and larger steps towards like graphics development. And but I don't. What I think is actually going to happen is it'll look very much like this game would look to somebody from 2017. Pretty recognizable. You'd be able to play it pretty intuitively if you play a lot of Football Manager.
Yeah. Jack?
Sorry, I was muted, so I don't know what the conversation was.
Favorite type of eggs?
Scotch.
I'm joking. Obviously, wasn't that. It was obviously not that. It was obviously not that. No.
Scotch egg.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Please don't do this. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Cheers.
Please. I should have said it. Sorry.
Were you asking what do I think Football Manager will look like in 5 years?
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were
Was
going
that
to
the
get
question?
eggs again. I thought you were going eggs.
No.
I thought you were going eggs. Sorry.
What will it look like in 5 years?
Scotch immediately. Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
I started the best hour of conversation we four have ever had, and then I immediately go eggs, and Jack's like, right, well, Scotch, but if you're really asking, I mean.
Oh my goodness.
I think Football Manager in 5 years will not be that radically different. I genuinely think the future of Football Manager is just adding variety to how the stuff that's already within the game can be played. Like just more options. But I do think that one aspect of the game that's massively undercooked is the commercial aspects of football. Like in the last 10 years, advertising, TV deals, the commercial side of everything has so radically changed. The value that a player can bring when they join a club, the way a superstar can become the biggest name in world football. But besides scouting a player from like Japan and your scout going, they'll bring in 1.3 million in shirt sales. There is nothing about that in Football Manager, and there just hasn't been. And whilst I don't think that's something that you need to have direct influence over as manager, nor should be a massive factor that alters how you play, that detail ultimately adds to the world building and the simulation that Football Manager is trying to provide. In the same way that like dynamic rivalries have been added to the game, like there's more window dressing, more stuff that just helps you feel immersed. And like a lot of it already exists, it's just not been touched in 5-10 years.
There's no way I just did that.
But I'm sat here trying to think what has actually changed fundamentally in the last 5 years in the main career mode game, and I cannot think of anything that's fundamentally changed radically.
So like the written presets haven't changed anything for your tactical understanding?
Like every save game, and then I try and reorder them and they're reset. Like it almost just doesn't feel like it's worth the battle of sorting it.
Oh, the data. So you wish you had.
We just sold Jose Sa, 30 years old and worse, for 28 million. We're bringing in 35 million up front, 7 million over 3 years for Andre Onana, which is crazy. That's a crazy good swap for us. At goalkeeper. Now we're set at goalkeeper. We've got Hugo Lloris for cup competitions and Onana for everything else.
The way you phrased it, said they're bringing me all this data, but then you lost every game. Made it sound like you were given the data and then did badly with it.
I meant as a company, we're using it for production.
Real Madrid have bid a lot of money on Strike at centre back.
There's so much people haven't seen yet.
He's not as good as the amount of money they're offering to pay me, but do I want to have to replace him? For the first time in a while on an inbox site, but it's caught me off guard.
Good times.
The Emmy Bundia offers fallen through.
Yeah, it's not just you. I've just had
You're
to
just you're just shafting everyone around Emmy Bundia
yeah,
right now.
Forgetting. I was on autopilot and I accepted the deal. Right, everything's working out. Yeah. I still have no money in the balance is so bad. Oh dear. Right.
Would it be bad to sign a 40-year-old because I like the picture in game that they have of them wearing a cap?
I mean, I think you've answered. I think you know the answer.
He isn't bad. Amarildo.
Still can't adjust the freaking budgets, dudes. Everything takes 85 years with the work permits. We can't adjust the freaking budgets, and so we have to walk away from Giacomo Raspadori, who is an outstanding striker. And I would love to bring in Raspadori, put him with Nketiah, put him with the young Portuguese guy that we have, and then we've had such a great collection of forwards to use, such incredible depth. 3 forwards, but like I know he was going to want a lot of money. He's an Italian national team forward, but I mean, we have so much money in the transfer budget that we are not going to use, essentially. And we're about to get more of it with the sales going. Like, I need some wage budget. I need Jordao and Daniel Podence work permits to go through. I need Jose Sa to go through. I need these transfers to go through. We're waiting on work permits for De Paula, for Gonzalo Ramos, for Matias Vinha. We're going to be waiting on work permits for Andre Onana. We're going to get Nketiah right away because thank goodness he's English. But like, we just got to hang out. But the problem is Jacopo Raspadori is not going to wait,